gather, and other people wanted to just have parties, and this is what happens. That's why everyone that was staying at home goes, can you guys stay the fuck home? Because you're just going to drag this on and it's not going to stop. And then they were all saying, hey, man, you guys got to stay home because these things, what happens is these new variants start to form. So even if we catch up with a vaccine, if you guys keep partying, you keep spreading it, it keeps changing, and then we can't catch up to it. So then people didn't listen, and they kept partying, and they kept going out. They went to cottages.
Do you have data that says it's the partiers that are fucking making this happen?
Well, it's a combination of the people partying.
Schools.
It's schools.
Costco.
I don't think it's
all
grocery
the things
stores.
that the government allows.
I don't think stores are really a big transmission because most people are wearing their masks and they are disinfecting when you go in, and everyone's wearing their masks. They disinfect when you go in. They spray the carts down with disinfectant. They're doing a pretty good job at the grocery stores. I definitely think schools should be closed. There's no doubt. Forget that. I don't even know why that's
rules
open.
Though. Like the rules are what it's the people breaking the rules that are. I've heard
yeah,
about
there's
one
a lot of
party,
people,
one
dude.
gathering that had like 20 cases come from it.
No, well, dude, there's a lot of them that are people are coming back. You're not going to hear all of them. Yeah, there's the data's out there. They keep it's just look it up, man. It's there. People look at how many are coming back.
That Jewish wedding in Côte d'Ivoire.
Yeah,
that's the one that I heard spread a bunch of cases.
And then there was the one in the
6,000.
Okay, Derek, there was the one in the South Shore. That was a big one off the top. There was like 40 kids in one week that just got it, and then they worked at different places and they were spreading
in a bar.
it. No, it wasn't at a house party. It was
it was at that
there was the bar,
Mile pub.
Yeah, and then there was another in the house party. Right, there was a house party in the South Shore. They all spread.
Fucking blame the South Shore now, Tabarnak.
Yeah,
I can't take any more attacks on my
the
fucking
South Shore.
life.
Listen, buddy, it's a fact that it's a combination of shit rules and people that are not respecting the rules that are actually good. You know, like traveling. If we didn't travel, why would the virus even be here? Why would there be other variants? How would they get in? They wouldn't. Because we wouldn't be traveling, so it wouldn't come to our country. But you can't.
That's right. How the fuck did the variants get here?
Because people were out traveling and partying, man. What do you think? Fuck. You don't watch the news? That's what's happening. People just keep doing what they're doing.
Their borders. How did they get in?
Because they chose to go on vacation. Because my freedoms and liberties say that I'm allowed to leave whenever I want, and when I come back, you better open the door because I'm allowed. That's what it sounds like. It's like, listen, we get you're allowed, but right now there's a fucking virus out there that's killing people, and it'd be nice if we didn't fucking overburden our healthcare system and kill our economy because we're all have to stay home and not get paid, and we didn't travel. If you didn't go to fucking Mexico, we wouldn't have a fucking issue.
I wanted this to be a comedy podcast, but the shit you're saying is fucking what you're hearing on the news. I can't fucking take it.
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't go hand in hand. Not following the rules, and that's why I'm not running my
business.
I'm saying the rules are what is shut down my business.
Yeah.
They don't.
I understand.
They're not mutually inclusive.
There are the good rules are being broken, and the bad rules are the ones that we're like enforcing strictly. Do you understand that? Does that make
no
restaurants are getting shut down? About. Things that like
are we
they
still talking about COVID? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why. Look, I know it's fucking making people fed up. I get it. I know I'm fed up, dude. I just drove. I was in Kirkland.
Why?
Dude, I was in Kirkland.
Are these people involved at all, though, Abdul?
Because they're the politicians, Derek. That's what happens.
But why?
That's how rules start.
Defund the police.
in politics.
Defund all of it. Defund everything. If there's a pothole in my street, I'll go door to door on my street, say, hey, could you chip in? We're going to fix a pothole. I'm back to the fucking
Move to a small
age,
town. That's what people do in small towns. Small areas, rural areas. That's what people do. You have a collective, your little area. Even in there's areas in Sherbrooke.
Don't say condo
in the
units.
Eastern.
That's what the condo fees are for.
No, but like in the eastern townships and stuff like that, and all across anywhere, man, in Canada, there's smaller areas where it's a collective of the neighborhood, and you have your own lake, and you pay for your own maintenance of the lake, and the government studies, and you guys all pitch in for what needs to be done. That exists. You can do that.
I'm in.
You just got to move there. That's all.
I'm sick of all these people.
But when you need
what to do.
When you need a hospital or you need like services, you got to get in a fucking car and drive for a couple hours. That's
fine.
That's it.
Fine.
But you can totally do that. That's what.
Or I'll take med school online at Trump University.
I think that's where it's going to go.
My own doctor. I'm going to do my own appendectomy.
everybody's gonna end up, I think, turning to that at the end. It's just gonna take a long time for us to start realizing it. People have already realized it. A lot of people moving far out, getting away, because it's not going to stop. It's just going to be a few years of running around.
How much of this do you think is overpopulation? Like how many?
Oh,
like,
100%. Yeah.
For instance,
spreading like this.
Tell me what you think of this idea, that because I'm talking to my daughter who doesn't have a lot of world experience, right?
Yeah.
And she's lived. I've led her. I've created a sheltered life for her, but I still feel that she's good. She's inherently good.
Yeah.
And débrouillard enough that she could figure out if needed be. She never has had to need to do it, because I do everything. But what happened that there's so many fucking stupid people on the world?
You almost complimented her without putting yourself in.
Yeah, almost. There's so many stupid people and self-centered people that, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, there's a pandemic happening. You move back and you're staying with your parents to make sure everything's cool with them.
Yeah.
See, what happened that not everybody, not 99% of society would have that mentality? There's a virus out there. Mom, you can't go to the store.
Yeah,
I'm going to go to the store.
You're right.
I'm going to leave you your groceries there, wave to you.
This is what keeps me up at
from
night.
10 feet away. And then after 3 days, if I'm feeling okay, then I can give you a hug. Like, just everybody do your best for the people that you love.
Yes.
Everybody's loved by somebody. Tabarnak. When did the population have the shift where there's there's too many ignorant people, self-centered people, people that have just forgotten what it is to be part of a community, of a society where, say, I have an old person living across the street. Hey, we don't even know what this is. Can I get your groceries for you? Because fucking, we don't even know anything. At the beginning, remember, we're like, we don't even know what this is. So you just stay there. What happened? What happened that we can't do that?
Dude, it's good. You're right. You're 100% right.
We live in Canada, 35 million people. We have hundreds of thousands, if not over 1 million. So 1/35 of the population that is government employee, politician, military. I'm not saying we should defund all. The whole system needs a redo, start over from scratch. The only thing, as a person that doesn't have the conviction to see it through and to organize and rally, the only thing I can see that we start over in a more efficient and all-encompassing goodness way is apocalypse. Like, fucking everything has to crash.
Yeah.
For us we have to build from the ground up, because the
what's
police
happening,
is
man.
fucked. The civil service in all the Western world, except like Finland and those places, Denmark, fucking Sweden, they
all have their own issues, man. Everyone's got something that they wish it could be better, because we're all part of this giant collective that's bigger than what we think. Then we're bigger than like
and
you
we're
can't.
so meaningless.
Well,
we're big, but it's all meaningless.
It's not even that. It's like everything's controlled, man. It's like the economy is a thing. Like, it exists. They control it. They fix it. They figure it out. They pump in jobs in areas to make things happen for reasons. Like, it's all controlled. So when you say things like, who do we give these powers to? Like, politicians, why do we give them so much power? It's like, well, that's what they actually have even more power than that. Like, imagine the things that haven't even been brought to our attention yet. Like, for years, we just didn't have a virus to deal with. So we didn't even think like, hey, these are the people that are going to be in charge of the virus when a virus hits. So we just voted them in. We don't even know what's happening yet with other things. Once you start finding out things with the economy when it crashes, you're going to be like, who the fuck voted these people in? They're screwing up the economy. That's, and ultimately is what they're doing. It's what's happening by just trying to keep, it's almost like, I feel like the way they're doing it, they're trying to keep it rolling while we fight this thing, so that the economy doesn't just crumble. And then when we hopefully come up with a cure or a vaccine, then they'll just hit the start switch again, and we'll start up again and get going, and we'll just recover from what we lost trying to stay alive through this whole thing. As opposed to just going, shut it down, close it up, nobody goes in and out. Okay, we got a big fucking country. You can go wherever the hell you want in it. Stay here. And once we get it under control, we'll be able to live freely within the borders of this country. dude, it's gonna get we're year one. This is gonna get like, it's gonna break down the world and how the world works for all of us. It's so interesting. Like,
because we fucked it up.
Because we fucked it up.
How we dealt with it.
Yeah. It's gonna be very interesting. Like, it's almost like the things that get me stressed, I think, through this is trying to understand it and just watching. I'm very excited watching this, as much as it's a crazy and bad thing that's happening. It's insane. What it's in history, this is like a huge event. This is insane. Yeah. So it's a wild thing to live through. And that's why I keep like saying, man, like, just like everyone's doing a pretty fucking good job. If you're not crazy, except for the guy I just saw in Kirkland, who's on the street corner, just pretending to hold a machine gun, pointing it at me while I'm driving and just yelling, ah, in Kirkland. Yeah, dude, this is not good for our mental health. This is what they're doing. Dude, this is in the West Island. This is
there you go again, throwing around the they, like this guy with the machine gun is part of the establishment.
No, I'm saying they're not doing a good job because they're trying to drag this on. They're dragging this on by trying to keep the economy rolling, and it's making people crazy. People are fucking losing everything.
Yeah,
and it's important to just like go, yo, if your job it got cut off and all this shit, if shit hit the fan, it's okay to go, yo, my life got fucking shifted and I got to really drop back like on what I used to spend because it ain't the same. And it's normal, man. We're going through a crazy time in history. Like I like I said, I like history things and news and stuff like that. I like that. So I'm just watching it. I'm like, this is crazy. But we're all like like we said last week, like everyone's just joking about it on Twitter, It's like we're going through one of the craziest times ever, and we're just like kind of giggling through the whole thing and going, well, this is bad. We shouldn't be going through this. Like, yeah, no shit. It's really bad. Because
we have it so easy. That's the thing.
We had it too easy.
People giggle about it because we're so...
We had it too easy.
We have it so... We still have it easy.
We have it pretty easy, but it's getting restricted. And like you, dude, off the top, you are fucking furious. We had it easy, and because little restrictions that are put on us, now we're uncomfortable, and we're going, shake it. Get this fucking rules off of me.
I'm not acting like a Karen. Like, you can't tell me what to do. I wear a mask.
You wear a Derek.
All right. I wear a mask because it make other people comfortable. I don't want to wear a mask. I'm at the point where I don't give a fuck. I want life to come back to normal. I'm also a victim of our socialization that...
it ain't going to happen. Not for a while. We got to just accept it.
I didn't even say my thought yet.
No,
how are you fucking anticipating
what you
now?
said...
You're like the fucking government.
What you said...
Who gave you the power to understand what I'm going to say?
No, what you just said before that. You said that you were... fuck, now you won't shut up. You made me forget it.
I wear the mask to make other people comfortable.
Exactly. It's not that. That dude, you got to wear it to not give it to any... It's not for other people. It's for
listening.
You.
That's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is... They fucked up. They fucked it up.
They did. They fucked up big time.
And
look at who's using they now. Who's using my term?
We let ourselves get to this point because things are so easy. We're so lucky. My kid are guilty of it too. Everything is so easy that now we get to a point, you can't do this, you can't do that. I'm not mad because of that. I'm mad because I've woken up to know the whole world is fucked. No one knows how to even just be a human being anymore. We have one shot at this, unless you're religious, and then we have a whole other shot. But there's no way you even understand what that next shot is. Yeah. We have this. How did we get so fucking lucky that everything is so perfect that when somebody say, wear a mask in a store, to me, a little old lady saying, Derek, please, sir, could you wear a mask? It make me, I'm afraid if you don't. Ben oui, madame, of course I can. It's the fucking power that be, and then we're sending the police, we're going to give fines and...
Yeah, because you're...
But who the fuck are you?
But because you're endangering the public around you.
Dude.
And the public around you has the right to health. So that's why they do that. They're protecting the people.
But why isn't it inherent in us to keep the public around us healthy? How is that not what we just want to do? Why?
Yeah, you said you wear the mask to make someone else comfortable, but that's not what you should be doing. You should be doing it so that you don't potentially spread the virus and make this worse for the people around you.
We don't know that any of that is real, dude. We don't know about
how
any
is
of
it
that.
not real? It's a fucking virus.
Because if I'm staying away from you, if I don't go near you, See, there's people driving around in their car with a fucking mask
Yeah,
on.
that's just because whatever, they forgot to take it off.
Because that's the level that you believe.
No,
You're just
maybe they
fucking
forgot to
believing
take
things,
it
and That's
off.
how it's supposed to be.
No, they could have just fucking didn't care. I'm going to the next store 2 seconds over. I'm going to take it off and then fucking get out and put it back on. What's the point?
You're not even hearing the spirit of my point.
You're not
listening
mad.
to me at all. I'm getting mad now because you're not fucking listening to me. Yeah.
All right, tell me why you think masks are for other people.
I'm not going to tell
yourself.
you what you want me to tell you. I'm going to tell you what the point I'm trying to make.
Let me know how you're feeling, buddy.
Why the fuck do all these people have power and it's not doing the job? And then there's people that fucking are angry about the power and that are fucking things up more. And then there's, we're a year and a month or whatever into the thing. Would you be okay if everyone said, okay, now nothing has worked. We've tried all this bullshit, half-assed, fucking come up with by half a doctor's advice with a fucking politician who's getting money from this.
Yeah.
Just everybody shut the fuck down. Nobody leave your house for 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's exactly what they should have done.
Load up on penicillin if you need, but in 3 days we're shutting down.
Yeah.
See, if you're eating canned tuna out of the can.
Not going to disagree with you on that, man. That's 100%.
Then that's what we have to do.
That's 100% what we should have done from the start. Yeah.
The only time you're allowed out is to help other people. Like if the next door neighbor doesn't even have a pack of Kraft dinner left, they can call you and you can garage something that you can spare to them.
Yeah.
So no, the doctors and nurses, they sleep at the hospital, but 3 weeks, it's 3 weeks. Now we're a fucking year and a half in of Chinese water torture. See, like one drop. Take away this right, take away that right, take away this right. Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
It's fine. Now, tabarnak. 3 weeks, we're going to kill it. If it's don't die, bang, fuck, every man for yourself. That's the other thing. Why are we, this guy telling us what we're good? If you're afraid of getting the virus, after we've tried everything, stay the fuck at home.
Yeah.
Mask up. Don't go, say, it's my right to be at a fucking IGA and you should wear your mask. No, we're going to just fuck everything. People that fuck it up and die. If not, they survive. But now they're not.
Yeah, but now you're
anymore.
not thinking of the healthcare workers that have to deal with all that influx of people that are going to get sick and be in the hospitals. You ever think about their life?
That's all we've been thinking about. We've established that all these measures is to prevent the collapse of the healthcare system.
Yeah.
I've said in the past, if you fucking break the rules or if you do things that put you at risk, if you catch, basically at this point, we know enough about COVID. Everything's COVID. If you get it. If you have symptoms, you get to the hospital like, I can't breathe, I have a fever, and I can't taste and I can't smell. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Clearly you did something that got you COVID, so get the fuck out.
What about the people that got it because someone else around them did something fucked up and it's not their fault?
In my new world, that in itself is a fucked up behavior. If you went near somebody that you don't know and fucking got close enough to get COVID, you fucked up. Get lost.
That's a tough fucking town you're running.
Dude, I'm at the end. I'm just at the end.
Yeah.
People.
I know. It sounds like
people that are at risk, and not able, like the elderly. I suppose people with various mental handicaps or not handicaps, disabilities, whatever. Again, I'm spouting off. I don't have a fucking manifesto ready to be executed. I'm just like,
it sounds like you're running
everything's fucked up, and every day that goes by, we're being told more. You have to do this. You can't do that. Stay at home order now in Ontario. Stay at home order, which we've had in Quebec.
You're like the Trotsky.
I heard it in French, so it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's still like power coming from people that I don't like them. I don't know them. I don't fucking respect their opinions.
Yeah.
I don't even like the justification that they're giving.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of them too, man. It doesn't make any sense, the stuff they're doing. Dude, schools, number one, should have been closed right from the start. That was crazy.
Right?
Daycares, all that shit. Everybody keep your own family in your own house. Let's shut it down. Let's get rid of it. No borders open. We completely get rid of it. I mean, New Zealand and Australia did it. Why can't we do it? I don't get it. Shut it down.
The UK is declaring now that by Monday they will be at herd immunity status, which is 70%.
Yeah, that's the Brits are just, they're full of disease.
Right.
The Brits are used to this. They're like, we've seen disease and we're fucking, we're just going to live with it. It's only going to come back.
Stay at home order now. François Legault is going to announce more shit that we have to do. I'm
Yeah,
just like,
I wonder what they're going to announce. I mean, because Ontario now is shut down, right? They can't go. It's like a lockdown.
yeah, I was
It's
supposed to
like
be at a
top,
funeral
right?
right now at 1 o'clock. I was supposed to be at a funeral.
Oh, sorry, man.
And my mother just started begging me, please don't go. And I'm like, well, they're allowed the numbers. I'll be home before curfew. Please don't go. It's a mess out there. Like that, the government, it's all, I'm fucking so sick of it. And not to, listen, everybody, I'm not, if you've lost somebody to
Are
COVID.
you sure you're sick of
or
it?
if you've
You
had
sound like
COVID. Let me talk for a second, tabarnak.
You've talked for like 45 minutes. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just busting. I'm trying to find humor in this.
I'm not diminishing COVID. I'm not at all. It is scary. It is crazy. If you've lost somebody to it, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm literally personally sorry that the society that I'm a part of failed you. That we did not. It do is what was necessary. The fact that we're not taking care
the politicians.
Of my uncle that died, that I was supposed to be at the funeral today, was placed in hospice, and his daughter and son. Say they did the hospital thing, and again, healthcare workers, tabarnak, you're the most important, but nurses and teachers for me is the most important people in society. Doctors, I suppose, but my experience with many doctors is they think they fucking have a god complex. So police and doctors, and anyway, I'm so frustrated. Everybody, I'm not trying to diminish.
When you
any
get sick, I'm getting you a nurse and a vet.
But I'm just so like a vet is doing it.
I'll get you a nurse and a vet, buddy. That's it. Put him in a kennel when he gets too old, kids.
Honestly, given the choice, looking at a doctor,
you're so fucking angry. I love this.
An MD from McGill University or fucking whatever, and a vet from Concordia's fucking online college. Give me 5 minutes to talk to these people. And I bet
they'll figure out what's happening.
I would choose which one I wanted to treat me based on who they are as people, more than the fucking degree that he have on his wall or the level of success he has attained.
Look, I'm happy
I've been
to
published 6 times in the medical journal of fucking. Who gives a fuck? This person looks like he has a real desire to be kind and helpful.
Yeah.
You look at me like, oh fuck, this is fucking I don't know. Our society's fucked is basically what the internal reflection that I've done. I'm like, we are not good people anymore.
Well, there's good people. It's just we got strayed away, especially in, like you said early on, the cities, like large societies. We've turned into very selfish people. I want this now. I need it now. I got to get it today.
It's my right. It's
my
right.
Exactly. You want it right away. It's service. I live in the city. Where's my service? When you live in smaller areas further away, things take time. It's a little harder to do, but you put the effort in to do it. You know what work goes behind it, so you shut the fuck up. But when you live in the city and everything's like snap your fingers and it's handed to you, the moment that you can't get it handed to you, you go, how dare they take that away from me? I used to get it handed to me all the time, and now I have to stand in line. This is bullshit. My rights. And everyone gets mad. That's why we strayed off into a terrible. Living in cities is not human shouldn't be doing it, because I'm
starting to feel that way. Yeah.
You don't appreciate shit because you don't have to work for it as hard as people who live further out. And this is ruining we're turning into babies. We're turning into giant adult babies who just complain about everything all the time, instead of understanding, like, all that stuff you're saying, like, why don't we knock on the neighbor's door and say, like, that happens in smaller areas. Because people know that in villages. People do that. They know it's far. I'm going out of town. Do you need something? I'm going to pick it up. It's 2-hour drive. Do you need anything from the store? They do that still. But we're just
do
so...
That here too. Here on Croissant Bone. Oh, I shouldn't tell people my address, but whatever.
You definitely, that's what I'm saying. It's you try to keep it alive. That's a thing that I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to take time. It's going to take a process of a lot of bad moments after COVID for all of this. But I think ultimately in the end, if society has something good coming towards it, I think it'll be that people will be a lot more respectful. They'll try to help people more. Dude, I went to IKEA the other day, and like this guy just had surgery, and his
That's
wife.
That's an essential service for sure. We need IKEA to be open.
Yeah, I had to return my couch, man. I had to exchange the thing. It was the couch fucked up. The spring was shooting up my arse. So
Me too. I had a couch, but mine
it was
I bought
warranty.
it from Brouet Martineau, and they sent a couch technician to fix
excuse me.
it. Yeah.
Fancy. But yeah, this guy was not, fairly young, not an old guy or anything, but he had surgery. Just had, I think it was his kidney or one of his organs replaced. His wife was like, "Yeah, usually he'll lift, but he can't." I'm like, "No, don't worry, I'll do it." I lifted.
So he's had a kidney replaced.
Yeah, he had some organ,
which is part of the human immune system, and now he's at IKEA.
He didn't even want to go. That was the other thing. His wife dragged him. I'm sure she wanted to buy something, and he didn't look happy. And he was like, "I don't even want to be here right now."
That's what I'm saying. Open up.
He wasn't supposed to, and he knows it.
There could be somebody.
Anyways, the whole point of the story, asshole, was I fucking lifted the thing and we put it in his car, and he was happy as shit. And they were gonna offer us money, and I'm like, "No, I'm trying to do this at the nicest of my heart. I know it's hard. You had surgery, you used to do shit, and you can't do it now. So I feel more than comfortable. I'm a younger fucking human. I feel more than comfortable helping you out." Because one day when I can't do it, I want something to help me out. That's it. That's all I was trying to fucking say, you fucking angry asshole. Like, should be at IKEA. What the hell is he doing there?
He shouldn't. This is the problem. You're talking about...
He wasn't in Cancun partying.
That guy's a fucking...
He went to IKEA.
I would much rather a teenager
He stood in line
party.
6 feet away from people. They made him disinfect his hands before he goes in. He can't be crowded around everybody else. The aisle's going to pay.
So
you're
decided
spaced
that
out.
all those things are 100%
I think that's pretty safe. I think that's safe. But getting in a fucking packed plane and going to Cuba to suck dicks and fucking, fuck women, that's not a fucking great thing to do.
You know that's what I did in Cuba.
That's not what you should be doing right now. That's where you're going to catch the shit
Suck
and bring
dicks and
stuff.
fuck women?
Well, everyone's going to party. I'm just saying that's what happens at parties.
Well, pick one. I think if you're going
People
to Cuba,
party.
you should either go to suck dicks or fuck women.
I'm trying to be inclusive. I'm taking
I'm going
both
to discover
sides.
my sexuality in
I'm
Cuba.
inclusive, buddy. I'm following the rules. I'm a BIPOC, all right? I am following the rules. I'm being inclusive. Yeah. Whatever organ you're sucking on.
The more we talk on these podcasts, the more I realize I don't agree with most of your fucking ideologies.
And that's why I think you're a fucking old asshole.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting curmudgeon-y, I guess. I'm fucking that old crabby.
You've been very negative.
But see, the problem in that story, it was very nice of you to help them with the couch. I'm not saying that wasn't nice. What the fuck are you doing? If you're at risk, part of your immune system has been taken out and you were given a piece from another person, maybe you shouldn't be at IKEA. Maybe just fucking stay the fuck at home. Order in a bit. Live with the old couch. I don't know.
Wow.
We're all...
It's crazy. You're the negative one on this. You take the cake at this podcast, buddy. This episode is all... And this is 50, baby. This is episode 50.
Yeah, this episode brought to you by Dramedy Here Often. Anger Here Often.
Definitely.
I don't know, man. I'm just over it.
I hear you, man.
Again, not diminishing anybody that has had any suffrage directly affected by COVID. I'm not saying it's not a thing. I'm not an anti-masker. I'm just saying, who the fuck? Why?
I get it.
I honestly believe that all these measures that are being given to us by the powers that be, we've become such a dependent society on the establishment that there's a false sense of security. If I stay 6 feet away and I disinfect my hand all the time, I could never get it. And then I'm dead. Oh, shit. Fucking Doug Ford, the drug dealer, lied to me. I washed my hands all the time and I'm still dead. Why don't we look out for each other?
I think people are doing that, Derek. I think you're just
some people
you're having a rough day.
People are.
You're having
not
a rough
enough people
day.
are. How is it in 1917 when there was no healthcare to speak of compared to what we have now? No healthcare to speak. They were able to get through a global pandemic better than we are today. Yes, there's more people, and sadly, with more people comes more stupid people.
What else was there also not in 1917? Transportation device that didn't exist, that is around today?
Airplanes?
Airplanes, baby! We got it!
Trains. But they shut them all down.
Yeah, but dude, that's exactly it.
They stopped it for
but there
2
was
months.
trains don't cross the ocean. They wouldn't have been here. China, it would have taken forever to get here on a ship. By then, they all would have died on the ship. Everyone would have died. It would have been over. So, it's the planes. It's the travel. It's the partiers. It's people sucking dick and
fucking dudes.
Fucking women. That's what's happening.
That's it.
or dudes or whatever the hell they're doing over there in Mexico. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Wow,
See, the airplanes. Very
that's
good.
So California of you to just blame Mexico.
Very good, Derek. We got it. Travel is a big one. They got
I disagree.
over it in a year.
I don't think that's it.
Well, you think because Costco wasn't around? Was that why? You think it's because Costco?
No, I think.
Well, there was no Costco in 1917. That's why it didn't spread.
My theory is that in 1917, 90% of people were well-rounded people that cared about their fellow man. That did
Wasn't it like
part.
the Wild West and stuff? 1917? Didn't World War I just happen like 3 years later, or like a year?
They were in the middle of World War I.
Was it? Yeah, there you go.
Do I get to finish the thought or whatever?
Yeah,
like,
go ahead.
How do you think the soldiers got back and forth? 1917. There's soldiers going overseas every day. Every day there was people going back and forth.
On ships, no?
But in 1917, I would say there was over 90% of the Canadian population or the Western world population that were well-rounded people that could cook and clean and survive on 2 pairs of pants per year and look out for their kid. Malpris, they could deliver a baby. Now, and relatively learned, read the newspaper, stayed up on what was happening. What do we need to do to make the neighborhood safe, whatever. Now, I would say we're down to about 50% of the population that is that. And the rest are fucking stupid or self-centered or
keep being a good guy
shitty.
And don't focus too much on that, man. That's you can't focus on the negative people in the world or the bad people in the world. You got to focus on what's good and what's happening that's good, and that's all you can do, man. Just hope that I know what you're saying. I know this is ridiculous. I know you're pissed off. I know you want this to end. I know you probably want to start a coup or something and take down the government. And I get it. I'm also very fed up with the government, and I'm not blaming you. I get it. It's annoying.
I don't want to do it.
They don't know what they're doing.
To do it, though. I'm a lazy guy.
Yeah, you're not doing it. You're not doing it. You're not doing it at all unless there's a comedy show at the end. So just, you know.
Kirk Muller looks like he's got some stick-to-itiveness. He's got to have a job now. Maybe Kirk Muller could overthrow the government.
Well, I don't know. I think it's just going to, well, look, man, what's going to happen? And did you see the states? They are talking now about introducing a world tax, like a corporate world tax, so they can't evade, companies can't just evade taxes anymore.
I like it.
I like it too. So this is what I'm saying, is it's going to take some time. We're going to go through some hell, but I think it's actually going to make our world better in the end. But it's going to take a few years of hell. It's going to be a few years of going through this bullshit. That's why I'm saying, like, everyone should just hunker down and get ready for this shit, man. It's going to be a few years of garbage, annoying
shit. The world tax,
shit.
The tax is
but
going to
it'll
go
fix
to
itself.
Governments. The tax is going to go to governments, which will in turn, assert their power more.
Yeah, it'll lower their debt now because
world tax, give it to the We Charity or somebody. Really, people that are at least their
good point.
raison d'être is to help. The government is not that anymore. Somehow, I don't know how it happened, but just look at the quality.
I don't think the government's doing it. I don't think they're like. I think they're there to. They're not there to help. First of all, they were never there to help. They were there to keep the company going. They're the country, but it's a company. They're there to keep it going. That's all it is. Have babies. You don't have enough babies. All right, we'll give you an incentive. You don't have babies, we'll pay you a little bit more. Certain areas get more because we need those areas populated more. And then you have more babies, and those babies grow up and they pay taxes. So you're the employee of the government.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's all it is.
That aren't.
But that's, dude, where you had babies, they're just being used by the government. Everyone that's having babies, they're just being. That's all it is.
No one's using my babies,
dude. You're feeding.
I don't even
you're
get to
feeding
use
the
my own
system.
babies.
All you're doing is feeding the system. You're just. It's a wheel that's going on, right? And they just need it to keep going. You have kids, the kids grow up, they pay taxes. They have kids, the kids grow up, they pay taxes. They need them to go to school because they need them to be in a system. You got to be your 9 to 5, listen to authority. You're going to go to work after and you're going to pay your taxes. Don't ask questions. You're going to be all right. This is what we're doing. You love having babies. Have more babies. Take pictures with babies. Do the little... It's great, marketing purposes. It's great. We have photographers now. Babies have better headshots than I fucking have. It's a thing. Like we want your kids to be out in the world. We need more of them. Keep having them. This is what they do. That's why it's like when you understand it, it's frustrating because you're like, oh, nothing is natural. We're all forced into everything. You know, like even rivers are not even fucking natural, dude. Lakes. You get lakes, so many lakes that we think are like, oh, look at this body. Dude, that body of water was rerouted there because they needed hydroelectricity. You know,
Right.
it's like so much of our nature is not real. None of it is like almost. It's, you know, you're in Nunavut. There's a fucking Coke can on the ground. You're like, what the hell? I thought this was the Arctic. I thought it was beautiful. It is, but
somehow
look, there's
things
still
like that-
trash. There's,
That's what I mean.
It's
could
been
start
used.
naming off problems. There's so many problems.
We're
That's why
fucked.
I get discouraged
We're
from being
fucked.
that spearhead guy that's going to lead us to the promise. Because on the way to we take our first step toward the promised land. You're like, oh yeah, pollution. Oh shit. Oh, bottled water. Oh, it's
dude,
too much.
all of it.
Everything's fucked.
We don't
Everything's
even
fucked.
recycle plastic. Like it just gets sent to. It just ends up in the garbage anyways. But we're still told to recycle plastic. But the countries aren't even recycling it. We send it out. We send it to poor countries, and they have to dig a hole and just put it in the ground because they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They can't afford to
think
do it. So it's like
people.
we're a shitty fucking society. That's why when people are like, "You hurt my feelings," I'm like, "Do you know what the fucking world is about? You're worried about your fucking feelings? Are you serious right now?" Yo, it is crazy. It's if you really break it down, it's bullshit. It's like it's a society of people using each other. We lost that niceness of helping one another. We lost that, like, what do? You fix that? Okay, I could do this for you, and then I'll help you, you help me, we'll fucking build something. It's there in small levels in small towns. That's why I say that's the closest you'll get to it. And then those small towns are getting fucking polluted because then the government will sign a contract over to a giant corporation. They'll go in and start mining something and pollute the waters and don't give a shit because the money's more than what they give a shit about people's lives. And then you're back at square one. It's like we live in a bullshit society. It sucks.
The number one thing,
it needs a fixing.
justification for any act should be, why are you doing that? Because
Right.
it's the right thing to do.
No, it's money. That's what it is now. It's not.
But what it should be.
It should be. You're right.
The number
100%.
one thing should be, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Now, can we make money on it? Good, if you can. Like I don't.
If you can make
begrudge
money on
people that
something
make
honest,
money.
I agree with you. I agree with you
It would just
100%.
be nice if that was the first motivation for what most people did. You know, just because it's the right thing to do.
No.
That's.
Yeah, unfortunately, buddy, that's not the way the world works, and that's what's sad. And then we're thinking national. You're not even. We're not even thinking worldwide. We're not even thinking
know.
like now our country has to deal with other countries and what they're up to. What are they polluting? What are they doing? Are they trying to do something to us? Or, dude, we're in a whole like the wars never stop. It's just we're still living through it.
You don't watch superhero stuff, eh?
No. Why? Is there
there's
one
a
I
mis-
should watch? I mean, I've watched
No, well, it's just
Deadpool.
that
I like
it's the
Deadpool.
basic-
I watched some of them. Batman. I
Yeah,
like.
Deadpool's fun. But right now there's that Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's a Captain America spin-off, Avengers kind of spin-off.
Okay.
It's a series that they put on Netflix or on Disney.
Okay.
Let's go. You don't have to watch it. But often in these the superhero things, it's like aliens or like nefarious people, like
Right.
just wanting to kill. That's all they
Yeah.
want to do is
Yeah.
kill and wipe people out. The villains in this particular series so far, their goal, their objective, they're considered a terrorist group, whatever, and the American Captain America type and that are fighting against it. But their goal is to eradicate countries, laws, and selfishness. And I'm like, fuck. I like these people. These are the best villains I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Stopping the establishment from telling everybody what to do. Let's just live as a global community without the government telling us what to do. We will have by necessity. If you get rid of every government in whatever hypothetical situation, every government falls tomorrow. We all have to, on s'arrange, right? Like if there's a pothole, we have to fix it.
Yeah.
You know, if there's
Somebody
we need
loses a
hospital,
finger, you gotta-
We have to build a hospital.
Yeah.
We have to choose people like, okay, you're the best candidate. We're going to pay for your medical school because we need a doctor here.
Yeah.
It's
what
it's kind
started
of
as.
an interesting. Yeah,
That's
how
what it started as. It started as little collectives. Every town is a company. It's a registered company. If you look it up, every city, every town, jurisdiction is its own company.
Yeah.
So They all started like that. That's why they have like, okay, we have a clinic in our town and the other town doesn't have one. You guys want to use it? Just pitch in. We'll charge you a little tax because people from your town could come over and use our clinic. We'll just pay, help pay for it. So that that's how it started. It got so out of hand because people started figuring out dirty ways to make so much money. And then they went off and then it turned into a competition. Now it's like, who can make the most money? Okay. Who can like start the most conversation? Who's going to be the most popular on social media with the most money? It just got out of hand because everyone was like, oh, look at their fancy car and their yacht. I want that. I'm going to do whatever I could do to get that. Like we talked about this before too, about housing. Like just when did housing get to a point where we needed so many rooms? Why do you need so many bedrooms? There's fucking 2 of you in the house. Why do you need so many? But we got to a point that we're like, well, it's a status symbol. Like I got to show people I got a big house. But it's like, why? You're not living in it. And wouldn't you rather the outdoors, man? Like fucking just go to bed at night and go outside.
But I'm guilty of that too. And you and I like outdoors, right? So we would give me 20 acres and like a modest house, but with a fucking barn and a giant garage. And see, there's things that you want, but it's the people that do it at the expense of other people. That's so bad. And Jamie and I were talking about before I came in. I don't know how we got on it, but the Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah.
How. Say you take all this thing that's going on and you're talking about if you want that, you even told me if you want that, go fucking live out in. This guy had his own island in paradise. Perfect. It has 65 buildings on it. It's got its own power fucking grid. It's fucking, it's obscene for one person to have that, but you have that. And that's not enough. You have to fucking rape people and steal people from their families and sell them on the black market. Yeah. What the fuck? Where's the limit of what somebody can have before
that's
they're
it.
Happiest?
We got to a point where it just got so out of hand. And that's what's happening now.
Give me an island. I'd be like, shh, don't tell anybody I got this island. This is so fucking great. I never want to see another human being again.
Yeah, right? But
my God,
those type of people, man, it's like, that's why whenever anyone's like, oh, that CEO of that gigantic corporation or that person that built this company to like, most of the time, dude, like, there's shady shit. You have to because there's other people that are going to cut your throat.
Feels
if you're not cutting
even
throats.
As much as I like Elon Musk, I can't help but think he's had at least 11 people killed to get to where he is, to be that.
There's I watched a thing on YouTube the other day. I think it was in MSNBC, mini doc series kind of thing. And it showed, I think we talked about this too. I told you that he didn't even start Tesla. It was 2 guys who invented the fucking the Kindle or whatever. It wasn't even him, but he never says that. He acts like he fucking started it. Because you have to be a psycho narcissist to get to that level where you're just like, I'm the greatest. No one will get in my way.
Guess, yeah.
You can't. Otherwise, there's no way you'll get to the top. You're gonna get.
I think
that's
Jeff
why I'm good
Bezos
with staying mediocre, buddy. I don't need.
Yeah, me too.
I don't need
me
anything.
too.
I'm fucking dude. I just want to live, and that's it. Tell my jokes. And that's all I want. I don't want to be, I don't need to fucking run anything. I don't want any of that bullshit because I know what you do to get that. And I don't even know how they sleep at night. I don't know.
We talked about this, I think, on the last episode that I used to think my ambition was to be the star of my own sitcom. Even my ambitions have gone away. The more I learn about the world, the more my ambitions go away because there's more people depending on me.
What's the point even?
To come back to the earlier part of I'm not negating anything that's COVID. I understand COVID. It's terrible. I just feel that somehow we've allowed ourselves to become part of this machine that's not working and no one
it's not working.
Sees it. It's just we bitch about, I don't like that I can't go to a restaurant. Fuck, if we would have just taken it all in hand, if individually everybody would have said, it's part of my responsibility to make sure that our society is good, we would have made it through already. But no, people are just like, and it's what we created.
Derek, people
like you
can't
said, living in a city, going to a job, punching in at a job you don't like. And then you lose the job you don't like, but you're upset about that because you don't have money now to get your Uber Eats every Tuesday and Friday.
Yeah.
We're fucking it up. We're fucking it up.
Yeah, well, you said it You said it yourself, man. Imagine that. Like we can't handle like the stuff that you need to understand to get what you're saying. Imagine like just the regular people like that you see that just like you're saying, clock in, clock out, don't really think about anything other than like, ooh, the next new movie's out, or the phone, or I'm going to go to like hang out with my friends. Like, don't think about anything worldly or anything else that's happening to other people or what's going on. Like, try explaining that to them. Like, it doesn't. Those are the people going to Mexico and partying and stuff.
When did that happen, though? When did people lose
Too many distractions. Too much fucking flashy lights. You watch those shows on fucking CTV every night. It's what is it? Let's Talk or Dance a Mask Away. Whatever the fuck they watch now. Just flashy lights.
A Mask Away.
Just fucking flashy lights and fucking noises and fucking. Oh, you got big tits. Let's put you on. Like, all of them have big tits now.
New show idea. Dance the Mask Away.
But they're all about a fucking mask. I don't know what the hell they're watching. Yeah. What the hell? Everyone's a moron. And when you go to LA, that's what I noticed there, man. That's why I had a fucking hard time dealing with people there, because it's like you could see that these like people are not. They're groomed to be morons. Like the fucking bigger picture just wants you to be a moron and consume. Just consume. That's all you got to do. Just fucking buy it all, watch it all. Who gives a shit what it costs? You'll fucking get credit. We'll give you credit. You'll pay for your mortgage. Don't worry. Like, they don't give a fuck. They just need you to consume. It's like, and when you see that, you're like, fuck, man, what are you guys doing? You're feeding the machine. You don't see what you're doing? They can't get it. They don't grasp it. There's a lot of people out there. And then when this shit hits the fan, these are the people that are going to fucking lose their minds, because they're like, nobody told me. You weren't paying attention. You lined up for an iPhone, you idiot.
Yeah, fuck.
Anyways, Derek, we were supposed to be on I'm 6 minutes away from being the proud new owner of a Honda generator.
I'm so happy.
I'm in this auction right now. I can't wait to get it. I hope we get it. I don't know what we should do. Should we
Did we say what you were going to get? I think we talked about it off.
We talked about it off the air. We're supposed to mention this. This was supposed to be. Hold on. I even had my
generator. He's going for.
I even have my bidding glasses so they can't see me. All right, I'm ready to bid in case anyone. The poker face is on. I'm in this auction. I'm at $137.50 for a 1970 Honda generator. I'm in deep, folks. I am in deep. We have 6 minutes left.
Look at my face, Abdul.
Yeah.
I was born in 1972. You can imagine what kind of shape this generator is in.
Oh, fuck, that's not going to work.
Want it.
It's a Honda, man. This is a Honda. This thing, this is like if you took care of your body. This is like if you ran every day and you exercised and you ate healthy, you'd be a Honda. But you're more. Right. I'd say you're a fucking Topaz. You know what? I gave you Mercury. Take that.
Not too many Mercuries left on the roll.
Take that.
On the road, I mean.
Mercury. I'm giving you a Mercury, buddy. I didn't say Ford. I could have said you were a garbage Ford, but I said
same thing. They came out of the same factory.
I put you up the luxury model. I said you're a Mercury.
How many Mercuries you see on the road right now?
Listen, that's not the point, all right? The point is when you sat in a Mercury, it was comfortable and cozy, just like you.
Oh, that's nice. I think we're going to have to cut the podcast short this week. We're at 55, but I got to pee really bad.
All right, buddy. Well, listen.
I haven't been able to drink for a week.
I got an auction to deal with here. I'm good with ending this, everybody. We'll let you know if I get it. We'll keep it peeled. Maybe I'll have it in the background if I get it next episode.
Stay tuned. Listen, everybody. If I didn't mean to be insensitive. I do acknowledge that COVID is a big deal. It's hard. It's ruined families.
You're like so I said serious
today, I was supposed to be mourning my uncle in a be there for my cousins mostly. I mean, it's my uncle and I loved him, but it doesn't hit me as hard as his children. COVID is terrible. It's terrible. It's robbing people of their right to mourn and to collect and to gather and to love each other and to be with each other. And I'm just at the point where, is it worth it? I don't. Having somebody tell me what to, anyway, I'm just be nice to each other.
We
everybody.
Get it.
That's all I want. I want people to be nice to each other and take care of each other. We should be taking better care of each other. Listen, anybody who has heard my stand-up before knows I fucking pretty well don't even like my children, but they're my children and I love them. So I'm happy to be able to take care of them and to try to guide them through this and to I don't know. I don't even know anymore, everybody. I'm going to buy a place out in a rural place like Abdul suggested. I'm going to go live out in the country.
Yeah, you should, man.
Help my neighbor fill a pothole.
Get some chickens, raise a little farm, get some vegetables.
Why not?
Enjoy yourself, man. What the fuck are you doing? You're going to sit in the city in Brossard and be locked up in that house all the time?
I'm already trying to grow vegetables here. Why not just take it out to get more vegetables?
Exactly. Cash out now, man. You got the summer before the fucking housing market just blows up.
Yep. I'm putting Shangri-La back together today.
Are you?
I'm putting
Shangri-La
is going to be up and operational.
Well,
I uncovered the pool. The pool's uncovered. I'm pretty sure if I fill it, it's going to create a tsunami through the city because it's fucking old and looks pretty decrepit. But I'm going to give it a shot.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
If my pool collapses and you have a cottage to sell, those things would go hand in hand. Don't know why. Don't even know why.
I just wanted that awkward pause to happen at the end. Yeah. I feel like you need like a breather or something.
Right. Oh, and by the way, Quebec kids are going back to 1 day on, 1 day off. Good for you, kids. See, I was saying I don't have the manifesto sort of leadership quality, but the kids did a walkout of school last week to say we shouldn't be in school every day. It was good to have 50% capacity in the schools. François Legault yesterday said we're going back to 1 day on, 1 day off to have the amount of people in school at one time go down by 50%. Good for you, kids. You won something. Proud of you for even having the wherewithal to organize. Good for you.
I agree. Let's get these 0 days in school. Let's get you out of school completely.
What's school anyway? Who gives a
fuck school.
Right?
Let's all
you
just
learn way more by listening to Bacon No Bacon.
You see, dude, if you move out there, your kids just work on the farm, man. You don't need anything else. Work on the farm.
Work on the farm. Just
bring it in.
You lost my kids at the word work. What? Work? We have to work? What? No.
We're just gonna stay at this house, but I'm selling it.
Yeah,
no,
the new people will like us.
Yeah.
We'll make a really good impression on the new people. No, totally. Let me keep this basement apartment.
All right, man.
Right on.
Have a good week. Enjoy yourself.
Have a good week, everybody.
See
Be
you
nice
guys.
to each other again.
Thanks for listening
and
watching.
I don't mean to make anybody feel like I'm not sensitive about stuff. I love everybody. Literally love everybody. Even the people that are making, I think, terrible decisions and probably corrupt in some way. I love them too. I just feel we should be doing better for each other. Okay.
All right, man.
Have a good week.
Take care.